that till it's
the front of the wagon, sort of thing.
The back of the cab.
You always had a fascination with Mars, with space, and is it even more so now?
Haven't we all? I mean, I think because Mars really is the nearest planet, if you discount the Moon, which is only 5 days away, 5 days flying. Mars, according to where you are, is between 50 million and 130 million miles away, according to its trajectory. After that, you got to learn to hibernate for years, and you got to fly at the speed of light to get to the next planet. You'd be flying for 40 years. So the next one is a quantum leap. So there's always been this marvelous fascination about Mars. And the thing I ask about Mars, because NASA now know that there's a massive glacier, and therefore several massive glaciers of pure water underneath the sand in Mars. And so one does ask the question, 1 billion years ago, was Mars like us?
When you're creating your Mars, what went into that? What did you want to make sure it looked like? What were some of the biggest challenges?
Well, I looked at all the stuff, the material that they'd had coming off Mars over the last 30 years, quite a lot actually, and they got a lot of assets lying up there or still working, assets being equipment, robots.
1,200 kilometers in diameter, bearing 24.41 degrees.
What did she have to do to prepare, and how did you train her?
The time that she spent with me was in the training facility that we astronauts are in on a weekly, daily basis. And we went through the mock-ups that are basically a life-size volumetric mock-up of the space station, and just asked questions about what it's like to live and work and command a space station with a crew.
What are some of the big things that you learned? I mean, maybe some of, like, from your training. Any fun facts that you now can show off, right?
Fun facts, like washing hair in space. That's really interesting. You showed me a video of a woman with her hair like this, just kind of like washing it. That was pretty cool. Working out, how important it is to go to the gym when you're up there, because without gravity, you can lose muscle mass because you're not holding yourself up.
Yeah. I was reading about the mock Mars mission, the year-long one. I don't know if you saw, they're sort of testing, the psychological effects of isolation. So did you get some practice? Do you feel like you could do that? I mean, you were sort of by yourself, or?
That is a really, I mean, I'm really curious to see how those guys do on that kind of mock mission. I mean, it would be really difficult to be isolated that way. And, and I think for this character, one of the things that saves him is the fact that he's got these cameras all over the place. So he's behaving kind of with the expectation that he's being watched by other scientists, that someday they're going to recover this, all of this video. And he's actually furthering the scientific understanding of what life on the red planet is, and so it kind of gives them a purpose in a way.
Your thought now on our space exploration, present day, and space ambitions, are we moving fast enough?
No, I think we need to double down, and I mean, it's very important that we get some of us off of planet Earth so that we're not one extinction level event away from just the obliteration of the human species and the disappearance of the human species. Like, that's really, we have to start moving off this one place. So no, we should go faster.
I think NASA is working as hard as they can to get us to Mars and beyond, and it's a matter of funding, and we're doing the best that we can with the resources that we have.
Basically, we need more funding for NASA.
This is how I end.